Yeah, you can keep it. Like if people Venmo you money, you can keep it in like a separate account. So you don't have to put it actually in your bank account. I love that. Because then
You're
I keep
money.
Kinda.
Mm-hmm. Hope Whitey was watching this. This is Byron Lazine and Nicole White, and you are tuned into episode 107 of The Real Word.
Word is up. It's been like weeks since we've been at the white table.
It has been. It's been quite some time, Miss Nicole White.
It feels good to be back. I like the white. I feel
really
like we're bright and awake. I feel like it's also the first time that we've been doing this in the morning, but regardless.
Yeah, no, we're
happy to be
back on our normal routine. We've got the rackets on the wall. They're not going to fall down if you watched the last episode.
That was so annoying.
That was a fantastic episode, but we had a couple, as always, a couple little hiccups in our setup. But really good if you're into the clear cooperation rule and following that. Definitely go back and check out 106. We had the CEO of the Smart MLS on. She is only our third guest of all time. She was very deserving of it. Shared a lot of information. Cleared up some fuzziness. I think that
I hope
you
so.
and I both
Have we gotten any more questions or feedback or anything from anybody?
No, I mean just people saying, "Oh, great, so I can withhold." You know, in the comments I did see on YouTube, "Oh, so I can withhold it on my flipper." And I said, "Well, that's in Connecticut." So, you know, we were clear on that in the video, but every state MLS rather may have their own little gray area that you want to pay attention to.
Well, I'm certain that they'll probably figure that all out. Because if Connecticut figured it out, I like to think that the other states will figure it out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going back to traditional style of the show. We've got two rackets and then a marketeer of the week, which is a new angle for the marketeer. I think
a little bit. It's a helpful angle, though.
Good timing.
Perfect timing. Yeah.
Right. Racket number one. This is from Inman Connect in New York, which I'm actually quite sad I didn't get to go to this year. First one I've missed in quite some time.
I mean, do you actually go in or do you just party?
I go in.
You do? You like
take
get a
meetings.
seat? You do?
I do it all. Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's not
what I heard.
This year I didn't, so I was able to catch up on inman.com. They have some great panels that were captured in video, so you can check those out. We pulled racket number one from a panel that was called Indie Business Models in an Ever-Changing Market. But the headline
Did you have a hard time reading your
I
writing
did.
for a minute?
I had a little bit of a hard time.
I could tell.
With the marker
I am like, I can't wait to hear what those words actually are. Yeah. You struggled.
Yeah. So, but the headline here is real estate is heading towards an employee model. That's a eye-grabbing headline if you're someone who's been an agent or an independent contractor in this business for many years and are used. And if you are used to those fat commission checks, okay? So the panel was two broker owners, Jenny Weimer, who her team kind of morphed into a brokerage team of 52 people, 30 agents, 22 admins, okay? Thomas Hyman, who has a virtual brokerage called Realty Partners. It's a rev sharing model. They have technology, no brick and mortar. Almost, I don't want to say it, but it's kind of like an EXP thing.
Right.
Okay?
Sounds like it.
So I did say it, I guess. All right. And we've been talking about this for a while.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you want to get productivity, and every single broker owner, every single president of every real estate company wants more productivity per agent. The model's always been recruit. That's still true today. But the ones that have big numbers, these top 20 brokerages across the country, they're focusing in on how do I increase agent productivity, whether that's through coaching, whether that's through better technology, better marketing services, all of these different buckets, they want to increase the productivity of each agent. Where that is difficult, and they didn't get into this too much on the panel, but I want to go here.
Okay.
Where that's difficult is you signed up to be an agent, to run your calendar, to have the freedom of being somebody that can run your own individual business, and then to increase productivity, Now you're being told you got to show up for this marketing training. You got to show up for this role play. You need to show up for a coaching call. You need to show up for a meeting. You need to show up. And that doesn't align with the freedom of the calendar.
Right.
Jenny, who's got 52 people on the team, 30 agents, 22 admins, is running a shop like, from what I gathered, and this is an 18-minute panel. I don't know everything about Jenny's business in Orlando, but I do know with 22 admins to 30 agents, the agents are doing pretty much only going out and showing the properties, bringing the deal back to the machine and letting it run through.
Sounds that way.
Right?
Yep.
They are running a shop where most of the people, including the 30 agents, are acting like employees, whether they're paid that way or not. And that's why she has retention. People are buying into the system, and they're showing up. If they're not showing up on Jenny's team, they're out.
Right. I think what's super interesting, though, about Jenny's team is that I feel like she's bringing the best of both worlds under one shop, because you still have the agents that are obviously still able to work how they want, right? Like you can generate.
She still has those 30 agents that are paid commission.
Yes. But what's nice, though, is obviously with all those admin, they're the ones that are probably better at, because you know how wonderful I am at, what do you always say I'm really bad at?
You?
Yeah.
Specifically?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to guess the right thing here.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Organization? that kind of me.
No, you always talk about how I'm artsy and like I'm not
Yes.
what's the word you use?
An operator.
I'm not an operator. Right. So what's nice though is that these admins are obviously the operators for these agents.
Correct.
So again, you have the employee that's able to kind of keep them moving. It's almost like they're their personal assistants. Because I do have to agree that most agents aren't operators.
Correct.
Most agents
Most of them are good. Top producers are good because they are an artist.
100%, for sure. But I also think that, unfortunately, a lot of people were sort of misled or got into the business for a very different reason. So I feel like in this situation, she does have employees, but I feel like those employees are vital to keeping those 30 agents sort of moving in the proper direction. Yeah.
I mean, Jenny said agents want a home. I think that hits home
Absolutely.
for a lot of agents, because you see agents right now jumping shop to shop to shop because they are searching for a place that they can stick. They're searching for a place
support
that really does. They are all, and everybody that got up on an Inman Connect panel, or in a couple months I'll be going down to T3 Summit. Everybody, all the top broker leaders in the country are going to be getting up there saying we're increasing our marketing efforts and our technology and our training. They're all going to say that. But the reason agents are bouncing around is because it's not sticking. They're getting there and they're not actually getting the training that they thought they would get.
Right. Or at least consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Tom has done here, Tommy Heinsohn is a...
Tommy?
Well, I'm going to go with Tommy. Thomas Hyman. Tommy Heinsohn, Boston Celtic guy, a little shout out there. He had agents in 2019. The agent productivity went up 43%. He's making everybody a partner after a 5-year vesting process, so that it's basically like a law firm. So they are now vested into the success and each other's agent productivity. So no longer are you competition.
Yeah.
If we're partners in this law firm, I want to now help you, and that's
right. I guess I'm hearing that. I feel like I need more information there though, because it's like how long has his virtual brokerage been in business? Because if you've only been in business like 3-4 years, it's super easy to be up 43% in productivity.
Just off of growth. That's a good point.
Yeah, but.
Yep.
No, I do think that if people have vested interest, I think then they care. I mean, granted, this is a virtual brokerage, but maybe people care about emptying the garbage.
Is it a racket to think that in 10 years there will be more employees than independent contractors in residential real estate?
100%.
That's a racket. Okay.
No, I don't think it's a racket.
Oh, you think there'll be more employees than independent contractors?
More employees.
In residential real estate.
How many
in
years?
these brokerages.
10
years. This is super just throwing something against the wall.
Maybe not more, but
I don't think more.
I definitely think, though, because, I mean, we're finding it even, too, with agents that are aging.
Yeah.
They want a place to fall, but they have knowledge.
And they want an income.
Yes.
You will see.
But they can't compete.
You will see more of it.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. More of it. Yes.
Which leads us to racket number 2. Zillow is officially a New York brokerage.
Do we need confetti for that?
That's a Real Deal article. First one was Inman.
I feel
Link
like
them
we need
both up.
like
You want
a
confetti?
I don't know. I feel like it's like, yeah.
Why? Are you celebrating it?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what.
The way you announced it, it sounded extremely celebratory.
I'll tell you what, as we sit here on Tuesday, February number 11.
It is the 11th.
Okay, as we sit here, I'm just going to refresh real quick. For the first time since somewhere in 2018, the Zillow stock is over $50 a share.
Did you buy? Were you buying? Did you buy?
I bought last year, yeah.
What'd you buy? What was your number when you bought?
$29. When I was on The Real Word, I don't know if we can find that clip. We could go side by side clip.
Good luck.
Me telling you
Buy Zillow.
to buy Zillow stock. It was in the low 30s, and now is sitting over $50 a share. So stockholders, Wall Street rather, they're believing that Zillow's new model of acquiring brokerage license from coast to coast is going to work. Now, remember, we've talked about Flex a bunch. This is to comply with accepting referral fees in the Flex program and the Zillow Offers program and stuff like that. So there's been, if you read this article on The Real Deal, you've got Douglas Elliman, Cochran executives that were very not pleasant about this.
Of course not. Why would they be? It's competition.
It's competition.
Come on, everyone gets a little jelly.
And so they got a little gelled up. They weren't too kind in their words to The Real Deal. Is this something that agents should be worried about?
Well, I feel like, to be honest, like, we knew it was, we've known it was coming.
Yeah.
Like, we've known it was coming. So I still feel like it's just a waste of brain power. Like, it's happening. It's coming. We've been talking about it forever. I don't feel like it's a horrible thing if you just keep doing your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you use it as a lead pillar, like we've talked about,
Absolutely.
not your whole business, build your brand, be a marketer first so that you're out in front of what Zillow's doing. Zillow still can't touch the local community like you can.
And it's super interesting that we're sort of doing these back to back because we're talking about agents liking a place to fall, support.
Yeah.
I mean, that is still all so super vital.
Here's the thing. Zillow is listening to everybody's phone calls in the Flex program and all this stuff. They have more information than 99% of the brokers in this country. More information.
I mean, they're
than
training
99.9%
their
of the brokers
agents too a little bit there to take these calls.
And so you tied it together beautifully. Jenny, who said agents want a home. If brokers, you don't give them a home, they'll find one with Zillow because they've got the license. They certainly have the eyeballs, and they certainly have the web traffic.
Yes.
All right. Marketeer of the... And you know what I've been hearing a lot lately?
Oh, gosh.
People reaching out to me. Oh, Byron, you're a Zillow lover. Totally not true, guys. I want to say...
Have you even closed a Zillow lead in the last 365 days?
Well, we have.
I'm asking about you personally.
I personally have not.
No, right. So, I mean, they need to just calm down.
Yeah. So listen, I'm conscious of what's going on. I'm going to continue to push the conversation forward. And I urge every agent,
I don't think it's that you're a lover. I think that
you're
you're just trying to slap people across the face and be like, hello, like, this is what's happening.
Exactly.
This is what's happening.
All right. Dear Marketing Mastermind, does my marketing comply with the code of ethics? Nicole plucked this one from Inman. Super topical with CE going on.
Have you
for
done
us,
yours?
For everybody.
Are you
CE is going on for everybody, or is that a Connecticut thing?
I don't know.
It's everybody, I think.
Let's say everybody.
Everybody.
I mean, everybody needs continuing ed.
Yeah, it references it here in the article because she was in her CE.
Workshops for Florida, yeah.
This is Christy Murdoch Edgar. So, Christy, you're our Marketeer of the Week for writing this article and helping us as agents make sure that we are following our code of ethics in our marketing. One thing that's very interesting to me is Instagram stories. If you go onto Instagram stories of any agent right now, you see coming soon stuff, you see sneak peeks, you see tours of homes, you see people in other homes that
so many coming soon
that aren't their listing, they're showing, as a showing agent.
Yep.
But there are some disclosure things that should be on every Instagram story post is what I'm understanding here.
That is how it sounds. And even if you're posting something on your personal page, you need to disclose too. I mean, I think it's moving rapidly. I think that depending on when you got your license, again, I haven't taken a test in a couple years, but they're very clear in what needs to be represented in like print advertising. It's just, it's sort of like the clear rule. There's like gray, there's what do you need, what don't you need. But also what's super interesting too, because I talk about Snapchat in this article, there just sometimes isn't even the ability to include some information. So that's interesting as well.
And so here's what you'll find out about in this article. If you dig into it, we'll link it up. How can I ensure my website conforms to the Code of Ethics rules regarding advertising? I feel like most people have that locked in. Websites have been around a while.
Well, most people don't have their own. Not a lot of people have their own websites, though. I feel like.
Well, yeah, there's a lot.
No, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you, but I'm saying a lot of independent agents are probably getting websites through their own company.
The solo agents, for sure. How can I make sure my social media platforms include the proper disclosures? So whether this is per post or in your bio, if that's sufficient enough, that's important information. How can I use virtual reality and augmented reality in my marketing and still comply with truth in advertising according to the Code of Ethics? Very interesting. The virtual reality stuff.
Yeah, I never even thought about that.
All right. So really good stuff from Christy. We'll link that up. Thank you, Christy, for sharing. She's a freelance writer for writing real estate, also member of Florida
Realtors.
the Florida board. Both of the guys on that first panel were Florida, so a lot of Florida here. I might have to go back, get a little more sunshine.
I want to go.
You want to go?
Kinda.
We'll do a real word down there.
I mean, it hasn't stopped raining here in the Northeast in a few days. It's ridiculous.
It was pouring today. I looked on the weather app to see what it was going to be the rest of the week. And because I have Connecticut and Florida like side by side, I could see what Florida 80 sunny all week.
Yeah, I mean, why do that?
I don't know.
Why do that?
Torture.
Ridiculous.
All right, guys, appreciate it. If you have any comments, anything you'd like us to talk about, any marketeers that you see out there, please put it in the comments. We appreciate you guys. Keep it real, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.